So they've things out. There's like sort of skulls and little ghosties and little and loads of little knitted, handmade knitted pumpkins. That's sweet. And spiders, yeah, they're spiders, and there's a bigger one. It's amazing. Was it crocheted? And there's a spider. Ooh.
There's quite a few up there.
There's a whole row of spiders, and there's this weird sort of handle thing, and a big cobweb with a spider, and then there's a sign that says "Danger, Unchained Zombies." So, talking of which, we're going to do some Tai Chi walking today. Sorry. So, I'm gonna send. Actually, I better send this. How do I do that? Copy. Right. So we're gonna do, I guess, some Tai Chi inspired zombie walking, I suppose. Because there's been a request for things about walking and balance and stuff. So let me just send. Is that working? No. Okay. Right. So just be careful. So yeah, if anyone's got any. Oh, you said to the others, yeah. Okay. So no Hungarians today. That's all right. They're very welcome. They can come and eat up. We just start with this. So we're just turning the waist. We just get these two. Well, Amy should be coming at some point. I'm going to. It's quite warm in here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's. I'm going to open the window. If you just carry on swinging your arms. I'll just look at that. Danger, Unchained Zombies, Biohazard. That's just silly.
That's Kate.
Yeah, no, families place up.
I think she's ridiculous.
I approve of such shenanigans, but we do. Right, I'm opening the window. So, I'll just speak by coming through.
Specification.
Yes.
Halloween originated in Ireland, not in America.
Is that right?
That is true. You never know.
Well, that's good to know.
So one of my village, I was on the television the other night, and they said, "But Halloween is not from America. It started in Ireland, and they took it to America." Not friends, now you know.
Yeah. So I survived the 5-hour martial art and self-defense seminar. It was a lot faster than Tai Chi by a long straw, and there were lots of great big blokes. There were about 3 or 4 blokes that were about like between 6'5" and 7 foot, and they were all they were bouncers, and there was some quite sort of handy looking people there, but there were also some really tiny skinny women, so I was very glad about that. But it was mostly blokes, about 20 blokes and maybe 7 women, and it was very, yeah, I'd not trained like that for a good 6 years, so it was a bit of a culture shock, but I was fine, and I just got to practice relaxing a lot and feeling, I don't understand that. Oh, I know what to do, I'll relax. Oh, I don't understand.
So she came and took a gate on us this morning.
Well, we did some punching and kicking, didn't we? It was very, yeah, it was good.
It was good.
It's good. It's very, yeah. But he's a specialist in just basic jab cross, which he does on the front foot. So my teacher that I sometimes see, not often enough, was Bats, because he's a French kickboxer. He's more on his back foot when he punches. So that was one thing that I noticed. But both of them are very scary. They're 75, both of them, and you wouldn't want to nick either of their sweets. Very technical. It was all biomechanics, which is really where you can really geek out from a Tai Chi perspective. So I was having a great time, and my training buddy was just brilliant. He was a real very, very kind and didn't mind me being completely slow and rubbish. And right, which left hand am I putting forward now? Sorry, and it was just brilliant. And I'm definitely going again, and I'm going to stay for the 2 days. But before I stay for the 2 days, I'm going to do a lot more fitness. Yeah, I'm going to do more skipping. Wonderful. No, I only. I had a bit. I've got a bit of. Yeah, watch out, get friends. No, no grappling in. I got a bit of a sore shoulder, but that was it. And there was quite a lot of people in there. There was a good, significant minority of people that were in their 70s and 80s, but they're obviously teachers in their own right. And there was some young. There was a schoolboy there with his mum. He was like maybe 15, 14. And the mum went with him and was explaining because he had some left and right issues. So she was helping, which I thought was lovely. So the mum, and he was with a partnered up with one of the giants, who was were very nice. And then the mum every now and then would come and go, no, they put that one there and then do that. And I thought, no, this is nice. The bloke that was teaching, Bob, was just a sweetie pie. Very, very skilled. So, but yeah, I basically did about 3 months worth of cardio in that 5 hours, and then when I went back to my other halves, let's just shake. Oh, that's good. When I went back to my other halves, when the train station, the escalators weren't working, normally I can run up still. I'm normally quite good, but because I've been training for 5 hours and my legs had already turned to jelly, I got 3/4 of the way up the escalator that was stopped, and I had to kind of slow right down. So I thought, oh dear, I ought to do more. So I've got my skipping rope in that bag, and I'm going to do. But it was very good. But yeah, he made us do. We had to do 50 when we got really confused. It got very confusing, and it gets to that point in the afternoon where you just want to fall asleep. He goes, right, you're all thinking too much. I want you to do 50 of these, and we had to go right down and up again, and then we had to do 50 Indian press ups where you kind of, I was rubbish, and then 50 sit ups to help us stop thinking. And it really worked. I'm sure it did. I managed about 20 and then I collapsed. But yeah, it was very different to what I do normally. And I've never had so much fun in my entire life. Don't do it for you. But I'm a bit achy. I'm not used to using these muscles. So just kick the legs. So we'll do a little bit of joint mobilising, and then we'll do. I think we were looking at brush, knee, and push, weren't we? Is that one?
I remember a bit, yeah.
There's all the videos. That's great. I'll just turn my friends down. They're a bit loud on their handpans. So yeah. And let's do this. So but I got there early so I could do lots of stretching, and I'm really glad I did. I'd have exploded otherwise. Because he's 75, same as Ollie, my teacher. I see Ollie maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I pay monthly subs, so I should really be going there every week, but I just run out of time. And we often have timetable clashes. And oh, that's good. And then we're going the other direction. Oh, that's nice. I can really feel that today. So yeah, I had because they said they don't want to go for the full weekend, and I'd actually signed up for a meditation retreat. We were looking at compassion, so that's a bit of a culture shock in itself, really. And then I had a gig, and I was really noticing my viola. It was like, ooh, so I'll definitely warm up more before, but it was very, very good. It was very good. But yeah, next time I'm gonna do the full weekend because it was so. We did stick, and because there was a lot of rhythm in it, I actually got it and changed direction faster than my partner, who was supposed to be more practiced than me. And I just went because I could hear all the rhythms. And I do a lot of drumming. I've been doing a lot more drumming, so it was basically like drumming but violent. And yeah, it was actually very similar to Tai Chi but vicious. So I could see a lot of similarities, and but everyone was so nice, and I think the reason why is they get it all out of their system by doing all this viciousness with a willing and cooperative partner, and they're trying out something. So then they're all, when we were all eating our lunch and stuff together, everyone was just super chilled. But it's great.
But you still wouldn't want to meet them on a dark night.
Oh, I would if I was being attacked. Yeah, they wouldn't. A robber wouldn't want to meet any of them on a dark night. Even the little lady, she's this amazing. There's this tiny lady who's an instructor, and she had these sort of tattoos and was and she was paired up with one of the giants, and she was throwing them all over the shop. It was very really reassuring to watch, and kind of quite empowering, really, watching this tiny little thing going splat splat splat, this giant man with big muscles all over it. It's fantastic. But he's 75 and he's very slender because he does a lot of this fitness and conditioning, and you can really see that it works very well. So we go forwards like this, up. So if you want to practice, you can have one of the little spiders in your hand. Look, there's a little witch's hat or a traffic cone.
That'll suit you.
Where's Molly? I really like this day centre because they have themes.
They do lots of things.
They do lots of themes,
Yeah.
and it's just marvellous. You never know. Like, I'll come here, and you never know what they'll have decorated the lounge in. Oh dear. There's a scary clown mask over there. That is really. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that's like something out.
I mean, paint this sort of must was a bit behind you, yeah.
She's got a bad neck that bitch, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She should come and do Tai Chi.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Kate is brilliant. So she's very artistic.
She's very artistic. Yeah. Does she do the knitting and crocheting that as well? Does she?
She's just
No,
There's a sort of gang of.
But Knit and Natter meet here on a Friday.
Oh, Knit and Natter are here on
Yeah. Knitted Natter group.
Yeah.
And Sue.
Yeah, we're just natter really, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're just stretching. So like you're a cat, so you're just stretching like that. Stretching like, oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely.
So I think it's the knitting, not so much. Not more than the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a social thing. I guess you wish.
In Cambridge, there's a group called Stitch, and
Yeah.
that one. But I mean, they have a lot more corporate people in that town, so I guess that's why. So we just do this. Yes. And because there's some chaps here, and they're very good at there's a crocheting man, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
He's amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible beauty, and he crochets these lovely little toys and things he makes. It's really good.
And all I can do is make blankets.
Well, it's more than I do. My nan tried to teach me how to do the knitting and crocheting.
Yeah.
And it was just a mess.
Any luck?
That was rubbish.
No.
No, it really was. No, it was just terrible. Give me a tune to play, yeah, no problem. We'll give you something to hit, then that's fine. But no, but, yeah. I was particularly impressed with Bob's jab. He was very good at jabbing and crossing, and he's trained them so much. He can just, because we were supposed to have a guard up, and then at the end we did some sparring, And Andrew, who I was paired up with, his arms are like much longer because he's tall.
Yeah.
He's taller than me, and his arms and legs, I think they must have been stretched or something. They were much longer, so I couldn't get at him because my arms were much shorter than him, and also he was better. And so he got about 30 shots in, and I only got about 2. But each one, I felt great when I actually managed it. And
No, I'm always amazed when you're in the court, the school. Well, I'm the girl from the schoolboys, especially.
you go around.
Oh gosh.
Well, you keep looking up and they don't stop.
Yeah,
We've changed directions, haven't we?
And so it's for 3.
He's 3. How old is he?
23.
23. That's actually quite short
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
Some of them are really
Yeah.
like the fellows that were in this,
The short.
because they weren't just big flat ways. They're all lumpy.
Yeah.
He's
No.
skinny.
Oh, that's good.
I think
Oh my
that's
goodness, I can really
really
feel that.
didn't he?
Right, now watching out for the decorations and the. Oh, we could switch. Shall we have the lights on? We got them on?
No.
No, well,
Not today.
not today. So we come up like this, and then you rotate, and then we just. There we go, and then we come back. So yeah, those of you on Zoom, I've changed the thing where you're supposed to register, because I think it just makes it too hard for people to get in the room. So I've just tried to simplify it, but technology is not one of my. Yeah. So they did knife defence yesterday, and then I got a text from my training buddy, and he said he was with someone that looked like the guy from Dr. No with the metal teeth.
Oh, that one.
Without the metal teeth.
Without parentheses, yes, he was big.
He was
He
big.
was
It was
big.
about, and he made Andrew look like a little person, and he really is. He's about 5'10", 6'10", 11, and so he's not a shorty by any means. But he ended up. He's got to go and get his chest X-ray because he might have got a cracked rib.
Ouch.
And I thought you really need to pick. You see, I punched so rubbishly, I couldn't crack anything.
Except a few jokes.
Except a few jokes. Yeah. But he had 2 sore parts of his chest and one he suspected messing. So, and one more time. But he very impressively, my pal, he was one of the first people to get let's do this one. He was one of the first, so we go like this, and then we go like this. So you can do it plain and not move too much and do it like that, and that will still work your spine. Or you can put your chin forwards and stick your behind out, and then really curve. So this one I learned from Eli in Wales. I've still got the pleasure of his leg exercises. He's got a whole hour or 50 minutes worth of leg exercises. Like I've been suggested that I practice, so I'm going to have to do it. Well, thanks, Eli. That's really kind. So if there's anything tolerable and tasteful, I will of course pass it on to my students, but only if it's yeah, only if it's so yeah, we did some martial arts this morning. We did jab, front hook and kicks from a chair. I thought I'd get to film it and send it to Bob Breen so he can. I don't think he'll be very impressed. Look, Bob, look what I did with your techniques. Yeah.
Get them standing, get them standing.
Yeah. So now what we'll do is we'll go back to this one. We'll do a bit of breathing. I suggest we leave out all the squatting for I mean, we could do a semi squat with the. We'll do a bit of Monkey King, because that's good for legs. Yeah, I started trying to do it on Sunday afternoon before my gig, and then in between the gig and the end of the meditation retreat, and then I was like, no, that's just too much. But yeah, his whole body aches this morning. My trained body.
Pretty good work then.
It's,
Good.
He'd paid. He paid for the whole weekend, and I was very considerate and didn't try and do anything too hard or too anything, because I'm still learning. So it's best to understate when you're being completely shown up all the time with things you can't do. Just go right now. And it was all very lightweight. So to go from me to Mr. Ginormous, and he was also very competent. He said he was highly competent, and I thought, oh, my poor friend. So next time I'll have to go for the both days, just to save my friend from getting mangled by a giant. So there we are, and we go like this. So he has a lot of go like this. So you want to make sure your knees are in line with the toes, and we're now, if you want, and you feel so enthused, you can of course go all the way down to a full squat. But only if you really feel enthused to. But a semi squat, I mean, this is pretty appalling, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. There we go. The thing is, I like my students to come back, and if we compare the ages of the people in this room with the ages of the people with Bob, they were in general significantly younger, let's just put it that way.
Sounds to me out then.
But I'm kind of tempted to maybe get Ollie or Julie or Bob to come over and teach my students. That would be a bit. Because they'd really have to tone it down, but it's still doable. Everyone can learn. Everyone should be learning self-defense.
We will believe you.
You never know. Not that you need it much on the streets of Burwell, do you?
Not yet.
You've just come back from the cafe, and no, it's not. No.
My old caffeine, yes.
So let's just 10. But yeah, I was a little. I thought if I just do one day. It was just very funny. We were doing lots of compassion on Saturday. We were compassionately putting each other in arm locks and hitting each other in the head, but lightly. So, that's pretty compassionate. So, I don't really get a chance to spar very much, funnily enough. And it was like only the second time I'd ever sparred. The first time I sparred was with an 8-year-old in French kickboxing class. And this little 8-year-old promptly pasted me all over the shop. And because he was fast and skillful, he'd been doing it since he was 4 or something. And we got to the end of it, and I said, "Well, excuse my French, but you completely kicked my." And then he burst out laughing. Was absolutely thrilled. He said, "So well done," but it's a bit of an age gap as well. So, let's do this one. So you breathe in and breathe out, and you turn. And you work your way up the spine, and then when you get right to the end, that's when you turn your head on. And then you breathe in, and oh my goodness, I can really feel that. Sit down. I'm so glad I didn't do 2 days. I'm dying. Breathe out. Really good. Well, after the first 5 minutes, I was out of breath, and I thought, oh my God, I've got to get 5 more hours of this. Breathe. Hey. At least I didn't have to pay paid for all you, which was very sweet of him. And I would do it again. So they were lovely. Nice. So when you're doing this, just show you that from the side, you want to keep your structural integrity. There we are, marvellous. And I keep my hips and knees kind of pointing forward as best I can and upright. I think we've got one left, haven't we? Is that one? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do another. Let's do two more each side. I think one more each side. Marvellous. And then have a little wiggle. So the wiggling, Eva's got really into the wiggling, but actually Eli does a lot of wiggling as well. And he'd have been fine in that seminar, young Eli. He'd have been. I'll email him and say, look,
How old's young Eli?
he's 38.
Oh,
He's 38. So actually, he would have been one of the older people. Well, on the older. I mean, there were some people that were obviously, 70-plus-year-old martial arts teachers there that looked pretty brutish, and then there was some. Most of the people there were instructors, apart from the really young ones that were, So it was good. But I think that's quite a good sign if you get a big age range and not just all blokes, and women as well, and some didn't look that fit or able. So I was very impressed. Very impressed. Okay, this one. So you like this, and then you get the hip to go down and the shoulder to go up. Hip to go down, shoulder to go up. It's nice that chiropody ladies match. Yeah. She's a sweetie pie, really. She really is.
They limp in and run out.
Yeah, they kind of limp in and then they almost pop out, don't they? And they look very
Come
happy.
out floating on air.
Yeah.
So it feels, isn't it?
Well, if you look after the feet, it does. It's very good. Talking of which, let's do this. So what you do is you just get your feet parallel. Now, some people's legs, when they got put on a bit sidewaysy. So some people are more comfortable with them out a bit. So Mike, the head honcho of the school, he doesn't have parallel feet. He always has his slightly out because when he walks, he's more like that because his legs got stuck on that way when he was born. So it's fine. So it doesn't. So there are aesthetics in Tai Chi, but they're more realistic and pragmatic, depending on how you got stuck together. So we're just going forwards and back. Imagine a piece of string here, and we're all breathing. That poor witch with the head of the.
She got
I
stuck.
think she needs to see an osteopath.
She went like that. I was playing a guitar.
I thought she was playing the guitar, but it's not. It's a broomstick.
That's what it looks like, though.
It does. It looks a bit status quo, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
very much.
Yeah.
That reminds me, mine's still being serviced and I have to get it home.
Your broomstick.
The broomstick.
Oh, is your broomstick being looked after?
Yes, I used to have, yeah, it's all pretty.
So it's like what they call what were they called? The rocking chair thing.
But like you say, runners.
Runners.
Runners. On the
Like
Well,
runners on a rocking horse. There we are. I like learning words. Brilliant. So yeah, I got to the end of the basic Danish course on my app because they only did basic. They're not doing, which I was very disappointed because I kind of thought, oh, so I was listening to the radio to see how far I got. I still only understood maybe 1 in 10, 15 words.
Disappointing.
It's okay. I'm just looking for another app that does it. But in the meantime, just to keep my brain going, I'm now learning Italian. So it's much easier than Danish. And my goodness, it's easy. So it's really straightforward and logical. So nice and tall. Yeah, so if any of you know more advanced Danish apps, I'm gonna. Okay. There's some very good Tai Chi people and martial artists in Denmark, actually. So I'm gonna go train with them up to be able to talk to them in their language.
That'd be good.
So can you explain this, please, while sticking me in the long lot? Great. So there we are. We're nice and tall. Now, just let the weight settle just behind the ball of each foot and transfer the weight. So he'd have been better off coming to the Compassion Day in with Gaia House. I mean, that was really hard as well. So we were doing the walking and sitting, and actually the entire morning I kept falling asleep because I was so exhausted after all that excessive cardio exercise and getting up and being chucked around. It was very, very hard work. So we're just nulling ourselves into a full sense of security so we can look at brushing and pushing. It'll be even better than last week. It'll be fabulous. It will be, and we're going round and round in a circle. It will be like display quality. Yes.
Which points of our feet
Oh,
are?
when we're doing the round and round, what you're doing is you're feeling the outline of the foot
Oh, yeah.
as you go round and round.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it won't just be the outline you're feeling because you'll be feeling the bits of the foot that are in touch with the body, with the ground as you're going round. And if you pay attention, you might notice that it feels different in one direction than the other.
Yeah.
So now try going the other direction and see if eventually they should feel exactly the same. Apparently, I've only been doing Tai Chi 30 years, so
I think I might never achieve.
I haven't quite got that. Well, some people are naturally talented, and also if you learn off, like some people go and train with a high level master, and the master will have made all the mistakes and things, so they'll know, and then you can actually, if you practice, you can actually get quite good quite quickly, and by quickly, in 10 years or less.
So is there a benefit to doing it with bare feet?
Yeah, you can. I mean, when I'm practicing at home, I often do it without any shoes on. I mean, not this time, during the spring and summer and autumn when it's warm. I don't really like wearing shoes anyway, but actually what you want to do is if you're in bare feet when you've got shoes, so you're feeling, because you've got between 100 and 200,000 sensory receptors in the feet, which is a lot of very useful information. So just allow that for the brain. So let's just do some of this stuff. So just breathe in, breathe out, just to do something very simple and straightforward to lull us into a full sense of security. And by focusing on the feet, it just helps with balance, and you're noticing what you're sensing. So yeah, we do spend a lot of time moving slowly in Tai Chi, but actually it is primarily a martial art, say. And then when you're doing it as a martial art, you would move a lot faster, and also it would be different. So these are a bit stylized. They're not what, if you're having to use it in a practical situation, or whether not that, I mean, I've been doing martial arts on and off for about probably 40 odd years now. Well, I mean, only at a very low level. It's a bit like that's it. And then we just yeah, go and stagger it a bit, go into a V shape. So wild goose flies.
I can see myself on it.
Now this would be a good one to do on the cruise ship, Beryl.
All right.
Yeah, we could do that. You could pretend you're at the, you know, like that lady, what is it, Kate Winslet, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Titanic.
I'm on the top of the world though. I've never actually seen that film because it doesn't have any kung fu in it, so there's no point there. Watch. I mean, I'd watch it if it was like Titanic, the kung fu edition. I'd watch that one more time. There we go. And then we just part the clouds. Oh, that's how long it took, because at Soham we really focused when we did part of the clouds, and then 2 hours later the sun is out. There you go. There was this big macho guy outside, very tall, doing his sort of from downward dog pose press ups and sit ups and squats and sort of grunting and then it started pouring with rain, and I went, "Oh, do you think I should invite him in and he could train next door?" And they went, "No." I'm like, "You rotten lot." That's not very neighbourly, is it? Oh, I'd have just said, go and grunt in there, but keep the door shut.
Oh no, I would say keep the door open. Yeah, I love the whole bit.
Apparently he was very good looking, because they all looked.
We were all gone in with
And
him.
I blushed. So there we are. Breathe in, breathe out. There we go. Okay. So take a slightly wider side.
Sit down.
Yeah, you can do it sat down and just practice. Let's do the bear. And now, is that not correct?
No.
What
Well,
was
it takes fast.
So it's now 10 minutes fast.
Yeah, it's very easy.
That's ridiculous.
I certainly never drink.
Yeah, have some water. We'll have a water break after we do the bear.
Oh,
We'll stop for a water break. Water breaks are very important. See, if you came to the class this morning, you'd get tea and chocolate digestive biscuits
coffee or hot chocolate.
and a proper hot chocolate. We've got
chocolate
instants
digestives.
for people that are desperate, and proper dark chocolate digestives.
There we are.
Because I look after my students, and
But you came in this morning and we were already.
they were already. Yeah, I got stuck behind an accident, so I couldn't. We were just stuck there waiting in the pouring rain, and then yeah, I'll pause. Have some water, everybody. Have some water, and
Yeah,
because last time you directed them to be say,
actually use one name. Yeah, and I said, I'll do it.
I'll go back to the bear while they're having a chat. So if you've had your flu jab, you might want to just, you know, so you can do this sitting down or you can do this standing up. I think I'll get Bob to come and teach some sitting down self-defense, you know.
It's good.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm moving away and I'm turning away slowly. And I'm looking to the corner. And if you are doing it sitting down, let me just not rest it. So you can go down slow. You can do it like that. So it still works sitting down.
Yes.
There you go. We did a lot of standing up and sitting down. We did it 5 times in Soham because of that bloke outside. I said, "Look, come on, we're not being shown like this." Mr. Marcho. Mr. Marcho. He was kind of chiselled.
The trouble is, they could eat these special things, and you know,
They have to eat the special diet.
it's
Buy all the special gear that you wear to make your muscles stick out more and things. Just a point.
they're all right to look at, but I won't take them.
No, I wouldn't. We were talking about it.
I mean, they were all really quite intimidating. They were like, "What's he doing now?" And I'm like, "You just want to ogle this young bloke." It's dreadful. So, there we are.
Yeah.
So let's try this. So go round in a squircle. We'll just do one arm at a time. We go like that. So I'm slowly meandering towards brush knee and the push. And then try this. I'll try this one. That's it. And then yes. Then we do one. We do them alternately. That's the word. Yeah. Okay, that was so wonderful. We'll move on to the next bit. So now, put your foot forward. So you've got it all good. It doesn't matter which one. A foot, because we'll be using both.
Okay.
We'll put the other foot forward and you're going into the back foot, and you want to go into the balance point of the front foot,
Right.
and then the balance point of the back foot. And I'm keeping my feet flat on the floor, and I'm aiming for that balance point. So just behind, this is now a foot, just behind the ball of each foot. And we're all breathing in.
Like wandering.
What's that?
Sorry, yoga, warrior.
Oh yeah, the warrior. Yeah, I've got friends that do yoga. Yeah,
I'm not used to. Yeah. I love the warrior.
do you still do downward dog? That's a really good one. If you ever get a chance, do it. It's good fun. It's very good for strengthening the shoulders and the arms, and also if you need to get up off the floor,
Yeah.
that's a good way of doing it. Get from downward dog.
You'd have to get the fireman out to get me up, I think.
I'll show you some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
so
trying-
easy to
It's
do it.
easier for downward dog, so it's a good
Yeah.
way of
It is. Yeah.
because that was the thing in the seminar I was at, because we were practicing throws and rolls and things. We would spend a lot of time getting up and down off the floor, actually ending up like lay down on the floor, then getting up. And he was trying to get us to get up as fast as we could, and also being aware and paying attention to your surroundings. So I was like, this is really useful, because I was thinking from a falls prevention hat, I was thinking they should be teaching people this from schools,
It's good.
so they can get up and down off the floor when they're in their 90s and 100s without, you know.
Must be glad my aunties and I'll be able to do it.
Something to look forward to.
Something being able to. So like this. So front hand, brush knee. I'll show from the side view. So like this. Don't worry if what you're doing is a variation. Just enjoy whatever. So I have got my left foot forward and my left arm forward.
Okay.
So I'm brushing
I'm gonna do the
knee.
same as you then.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get it right.
Yeah.
So notice which direction the arm is going in. Beryl's got it. Not to single anyone out, but she's got it.
Nobody wants it, but I've got it.
That's it. Very unusual. It's yeah, it doesn't happen very often in Tai Chi when you actually do what your teacher demonstrates. That's quite an unusual thing. You know, change story. Well, the thing is, what happens is there's the movement as it's demonstrated. It's a bit like when I was trying to learn fiddle tunes off of Josie Nugent by ear. And then she'd go play this amazingly beautiful fiddle tune, really intricate. And then she goes, right, your turn. And then, yeah, it's a bit like that. So you want now put my right foot forward. So right hand forward, right foot forward. It comes across the front. See, it comes across. Then you transfer the weight and turn the waist. So the actual arm movement is in the. That's it. Yep. That's better. I think We're almost all in the same ballpark, isn't it? So now I'm back on the left foot. Why don't I'll just. So I think maybe put your right foot forward and mirror me, but try it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the back hand up. So it goes brush knee and push, and then you end up looking like that. So this is a nice round shape here, and this is a bit bent. It's like, gold star over there too. I'll bring some gold stars. I thought I made anything.
And some lollipops.
And some lollipops. That's what we're missing, isn't it? Gold stars and lollipops. Are they allowed to do lollipops now?
I don't know.
Or gold stars? Maybe we're not allowed. I don't know what they do these days. So, can you feel your brain firing up while you do this? Is great. Wonderful. So, enjoy that feeling of confusion in your brain. And just breathe in and breathe out. Yeah. So it's like wax on, wax off.
Very confusing. If you'll see that
Brilliant.
film.
And I love that film. That was like, you see, if they'd done that version of Titanic, I would watch it. Or Jean de Florette, it's no kung fu. My mum watched that in Man on the Source, and I watched it all the way through with her, and she said, "What do you think?" I went, "There wasn't any fighting in it." French was good, but
Does she despair of you?
well, I took after my dad. Loved watching things like anything really vicious with fighting. He's from quite a the family that he was from were really very, very good at fisticuffs. They used to love it, and that's not. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. It's all good. I mean, the fact that you're moving both limbs and your body is a good thing, even if it doesn't look like what I'm doing. So just have a look. Brush knee, and so brush knee and push. Sink back. Or brush knee and push. Look at that. So let's all go with that end. And move the chair. No obstacles. Just move the trip hazards. And oh dear, this hasn't been mispossessed, has it? Dear oh dear. Oh look. Trip hazard. Trip hazard. Okay. And I'll move this trip hazard over. That should be enough. So for fun, we're going to do brush knee and push. So we go 1, brush the knee, 2, push, and we look forward, and we've got a nice tall feeling, and we're in the front foot. So 60%, 40%. And we sink back, hold the tiny ball by the hips, and then we go, there we are, and we go brush knee and push. And don't worry if your brush knee and push has potential.
That makes me feel.
I've been to teacher training, it's good, isn't it? And then now no clashing, don't get in each other's way. So we're just doing this. How to walk round Burwell. So how are you? I'm all right.
Never mind, I'm watching it.
How do you think? How's your knee today? Oh, it seems okay. You know, you just have a nice conversation while you're doing this. Walk into the post office or the cafe, whatever, and then look at that. See, it's easy. What you're moaning about? Simple. What could be simpler? There we go. So I'm looking forward to my cup of tea with Marion when I get back to Exeter. That's right. Yeah, she's lovely, Marion. She makes really nice tea. One more time. Now, if you want to walk backwards, no, I think I'm all right. So go back to your spots. I will show you how Master Chen, baby Master Chen walks backwards like this. So he gets to the end of the thing, and then he goes like this. In reverse. Ooh, sneaky. But when he does it, it looks really cool. Marvellous. Then we start walking backwards, very good for balance. If you want, that's what we will be. So you can do things like, okay, for fun. How are we doing for? What is the actual time? Because that's
6 o'clock.
Is it 6 o'clock?
No.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just getting
Just get into
started.
it.
Oh. So yeah, I'll just demonstrate just while we're talking about getting up and down off of the floor. So so you've done that.
This is
So
it, yeah.
if you go to downward dog, and then you dog, 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 dog,
And then you're up.
and then you're up. Or
Not done.
if you can't get to a chair because you're lying on the floor,
That's me. And they.
what you do, you can crawl
Yeah.
or you can roll. So me and my nieces, we like to roll around. So you just roll around, just roll around, and you could roll around
Till you get to
until you get somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you go like that. You go like that and use the chair. And actually, if you practice that every day, have a very thick plush carpet, not on anywhere, not on the concrete, not yet. Big thick carpet, great big sofa. If you rolled and then climbed, use the sofa to pull you up if your legs aren't strong enough, do that 20 to 30 times a day. You'd be super strong. You'd be able to take those big brutes for.
The light's gone past, but this is not finished yet.
And other things like the thing Eli's been getting us to do is we go like that, and he's been getting us to go like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go down. So you just rock. Now if you can, and when he first taught it, he was getting you to push with your hands and push up with your feet. So, and I've practiced it. So now I can kind of go up like that, or I can like this, and then I just come up that way.
Yeah.
So if you can get onto because some people have got very bad knees,
Yeah.
and that's where sofas are handy. You just pull up with them, so you're putting a strain on your knees, or you go to down dog. But we can look at that another time. Okay, come round in the circle.
Very tender.
Do that.
Yes, actually. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So that's
We're finishing off now, sweetheart.
No, I left milk.
okay. Let's just do this bit of wave hands like clouds. Wave hands like clouds with the side steps. So you just do that. So it's another one that works the brain. Anything that works the brain works the balance. Yeah. See, look at that. Oh. And the coordination improves. So like this, do it slow motion. Hand up, palms facing each other. Cat stance. Rotate. Rotate. So look at where my foot is. I've not moved my foot yet. Then I step. Cat stance. Rotate. So keep the hands there. Step. Transfer. Cat stance. Rotate. Whee. So that's a lot easier then. Then you're not make each move. So it's quite simple movements. It's just that when you do it with a footstep, that's where it gets a bit. That's not bad. All right, we'll add that to our repertoire because then when we get to the actual bit in the form, it will be a bit easier if we practiced it as a separate thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so embrace the tide, return to the mountain. It's better. I mean, we were a bit because of getting the Zoom set up, and yeah, apologies for those of you that are finding it hard to do the Zoom. Don't go via the link. Go via the numbers, and I'll let Mike know. So anyone that because he does the the circular that goes around once a month to the mail group, the email group. Yeah, and I'll write to Zoom and say there's been issues. I've been having lots of issues with things that are done online as bugs and stuff, like like banks.
It's really bad today. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the news. So polish the base. So we look super young now. And then underneath 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, very nice. And then rub the hands together. And give the lower back a rub. Oh, that's the best bit actually. It's the only reason why I come really. So that's a bit. And then we'll have to put the ring back to how it's doing. Did you remember where it always put things back where you found them? So then a few more of these. So you just go up and there we go. Yeah. But I'll see if like maybe Julie from the Cambridge Academy of Martial Arts could come and do something a bit kind of modified for us lot. That would be because it's very good for fitness. I mean, I was absolutely, I had to go to sleep when I got home for a bit because I had to.
And yet we would have thought that you would sort of.
Well, no, it's just because I've not done it. I'm not
Different,
using it
yeah.
different than what I'm used to. I mean, I do a lot of fitness stuff with Beeline. But this was also fitness stuff with someone sticking you in a kind of painful arm, not having chuck you on the floor kind of thing. So it was quite.
It's not very friendly, is it?
But he did it very lightly because we didn't have mats. So there's no mats. So be careful when you're throwing each other on the floor. I was thinking, oh, great. Dear oh dear.
Those you bruises.
I didn't get any.
Be lucky.
Andrew did on Sunday. So no, we were being very careful of each other. It's important that you look after your training buddies. You know, otherwise you lose lots. Breathe out. And we're just going to breathe and just like you're really expanding and feeling the space. Getting taller through the crown of the head, sinking down, nice, relaxed. And make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring feet together, and down. Oh, that was really hard. We'll keep continuing with the. The good thing is when you do movements from the form, like brush, knee and push, it's just very good for your balance. And that one's really good for the balance, especially. And then you can go forward, you can go back, you can turn it into a health dance. So, right. We've got to put the room back to how we found it. Well done, Zoomies. That was marvellous. Yeah, buggy links. I will have a word with Zoom, but last time when it went wrong and I got an email, it took ages and I kept talking to like a robot or something. It was rubbish.
They will absolutely. Zoom will tell you it is on Mike to fix. If he's the primary account holder, they'll tell you.
No, it's mine. It's mine. Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, they'll probably turn around and say, "Well, just set up a different meeting link. They can only last so long safely." One of your clients must have breached the confidentiality of the email, so it's on you to change it. Blah blah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I wouldn't even bother contacting Zoom. But yeah, numbers work. So hey, great to see you.
They don't
all,
care.
Amy,
As long as they're
and
getting my
Christine.
money, they don't really care, do they? I mean,
Nailed it. Yeah.
No customer service these days. It's all really rubbish. Anyway, all right, I better go. Brilliant. See you all next class. Well done, gang.
Bye.
Bye.